might have some fun showing you a demonstration difference between walking a dog on a flat collar versus walking a dog on a slip lead. So these two dogs are here staying with me for a week, getting a little tune-up. They're doing really good. Get off. This is Pepper. She's a daughter of Blue, and she's still a pup. And this is Lucy, daughter of Tessa, a little older, but I would still consider, you know, she's under 2 years old, I think. I can't remember, but these are pups. And Storm is the dad to both. So I've been working on them. They're getting really good training at home. Still having a few little snags. But you can see on the flat collar with the regular leash, they're just all over the place. They're out in front, they're scanning around, they're looking. They've been here before, and they've also been here for a few days. So this isn't like this is a new environment for them. They're just not paying a whole lot of attention to me and the leash. I'll try to see if I can make it a little bit better with just the flat collar and the leashes, and then I'll go to a slip collar and show you the difference. But they like to walk these two dogs together, and that's been sort of an issue. They're having trouble with that. It's gotten better, but they're having trouble with it. So I'm gonna see if I can get a little better attention out of them with just the flat collar and the regular leash, and then we'll go to a slip collar and you'll see the big difference, I hope. So what I'm doing is I'm just pulling straight up on the flat collar. To get that, as soon as they start to get out ahead of me, I'm just pulling straight up on the flat collar. If you pull back, they pull forward. So what I'm doing, sorry, I forgot to put my wireless mic on today. What I'm doing is I'm pulling straight up when they start to get out ahead of me to prevent them from doing that. But the problem with the flat collar is that the communication is very poor. It's kind of like talking to somebody. It's kind of like talking to somebody with a mask over your face. Mask/muzzle over your face. That's what talking to these dogs through the flat collar is like that. Okay, so I'll do it a little bit more. And you know, they've had some training with the slip lead, so it might be translating a little bit. But see, you can't feel it, but you can probably see it when I'm trying to do the turns, when I'm trying to change my speed. They're bumping up against that flat collar and they're leaning into it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch them out. Hang on, and I'll come back to you. I'm going to switch them out too. I have two different kinds of slip leads going. This is a plastic slip lead that you see the veterinarians use and the groomers use and the animal shelters use, because this is a fantastic way to communicate with the dog. This is a chain slip, okay, and the chain slip will release immediately, and so will the plastic one. But when it talks to the dog, it makes a little zing sound. So you're not choking the dog, you're talking to the dog through the little sound of the zing. Means here comes a touch if you don't pay attention. This one does not have that, but it still releases pretty fast. So what I'm going to do is just walk them around. I haven't done it today. And I don't think I've ever had a slip lead on these two dogs, to tell you the truth. I'm not sure that I have. But anyway, at any rate, hopefully you'll see the difference. What I'm going to do is I've got a hold of both dogs, and I want to keep both of them on my left side. So you see an immediate difference, and see if they lean on the collar, I just pop them back a little bit. There's never to be any tension on a slip lead or a slip collar, no tension. This is actually way too long. I had it on a different dog. I should have put a shorter one on there. You should only see about 2 inches of chain past the collar going around the neck. So that slip lead is way too long. It's a demonstration of way too long. Walk when I walk. stop when I stop. That was better. So she jumped straight up. Then when she jumped straight up, I actually pulled up instead of down. Now right there, I just kind of held her in place. But as she's walking beside me, if she jumps up, I pop straight up. And that makes them not want to go up. Instead of popping down, pop straight up. As they're coming up, pop straight up, and they go, ooh, going up isn't so good. So you don't want to do that. That's, if you pull down, that causes the opposition reflex for the dog to go up. If you pop up, opposition reflex, dog goes down. So with this setup, I can walk as slow or as fast as I want. Come on, let's go. And the chain and the nylon, this 50-cent leash, is communicating to these dogs perfectly. I cannot communicate with them effectively on a flat collar. It's impossible. What actually motivated me to do this video this morning is I was watching some big time trainer this morning going through all kinds of gyrations and getting down and pulling the tree and all this stuff. She's got this Labrador Retriever on a flat collar that's way down here. You can't teach a dog anything doing that. Look, I like to use, when you see a trainer that's getting more exercise than the dog while they're training, they're not very good at what they do. The dog should be doing the work. The trainer should be giving guidance and direction and clear information. I wish I was on one of those jets today. Anyway, the trainer is giving, if you're using something like this and you're being quiet and you're not gyrating around with the treat and bubbling around and hopping up and down and running back and forth and all this stuff that you see, I mean, it's like you have to be a superhero in order to train a dog if you watch these people. You know, when you're watching those people, don't watch the dog. Watch the people and say, do I really want to do that? Do I want to run up and down the street and, yes, oh, good girl. Woohoo, woohoo, treat, woohoo. Oh, we're going to go left, we're going to go right, we're going to go this, we're going to go that. We're going to get our aerobic workout while we train our dog. You know, not all of us are in that kind of shape. Plus, it doesn't work. Plus, it makes your dog too hyper. So what I want to do when I'm walking a dog, I want to go for a walk the normal way that I walk, and I want my dog or dogs, if I had 2 or 10 dogs here right now, it wouldn't make any difference. They'd all be doing the same thing. As you've seen in my videos of me hiking with my dogs, they've all been trained using this method and switch to off-leash super fast. So what you want to do is, you're the handler, I'm going to go for a walk, you're going to go with me, I'm going to stand up straight. And I don't have to run around doing an aerobic workout in order to train my dogs or walk my dogs. So this was just a little demonstration on the difference. If you're using a harness, if you're using a flat collar, if you're using a gentle leader, which I've seen those break a dog's neck, if you're using any of those gimmicks, now I'm talking on dogs over a year old. Now she's a little under a year, but I know what I'm doing. I'm saying if you're the average person, let your dog get up to a year old and start using a slip collar and learn how to use it properly so you're not choking your dog and you're not injuring your dog, scaring your dog. I'm communicating with these dogs very lightly with this. So, but if you see, if you see anybody on YouTube trying to train a dog to do anything, an adult dog on a flat collar or a halter or a harness, they're using a ton of treats because they can't communicate effectively with that dog. I have no treats. See what they're doing? Walk when I walk, stop when I stop, keep 4 on the floor. I could stand here till the cows come home, and they're not gonna move. I'm taking my walk, they are coming with me. In most videos, the dog is taking the walk and the owner is going with the dog. So I hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to drop them in the comment box below. And these 2 girls are here for a week. They're having fun. Yesterday we had a party. We had some people over with other dogs, and they ran around, and they're getting a lot of socialization. And in between it, they're going to get some training too. So thanks for watching.